Okay, Wortman's. This is a short video, well, maybe not so short. This is a video about something that I learned about our collective health, our family's health. So I'm calling it the Wortman Health Minute. We're going to be talking about cholesterol and strokes and heart attacks in our family. So Wortmans have an elevated cardiovascular risk from the Walker side of the family. Although talking to Jan, I think, well, no, it would be the Walker side of the family. So grandma's dad, Pap Walker, Glenn Walker, had a massive stroke when he was 62 years old. And he lived for the next 14 years, but never really spoke again. And that's the first case I know of severe cardiovascular problems in our family. Grandma and several of her siblings, at least Glenda and Jan, have high cholesterol and have been taking statins for years. And then more recently, Matt, when he was 54 years old, had a heart attack, heart surgery. He had 1 stent and 4 quadruple bypass. And, Matt was in pretty good shape, outside, worked a lot, but still had this problem. So all of this led me to try to learn more about it and see what was going on and see if possibly my health could be, affected by the cholesterol problems, the cardiovascular problems. So I read this book called Outlive by Dr. Peter Attia. And it talked a lot about, it was a long book about several things, but the part about cholesterol really taught me that there's more to testing cholesterol than just the standard cholesterol test that you get if you go get a blood test from your doctor. So normal cholesterol blood tests, these are my actual results. So cholesterol, if you just go get it checked, you'll say that 200 or less is desirable. 199 is the flag reference range. I had a 194, so I'm in the desirable range, although towards the high side. And I have to say, with my lifestyle, you would expect that I might be lower than near the borderline of high. And this, about 15 years ago, I took a cholesterol test and it was the same. I was near high, not excessively high, but right there. And I changed a lot of my eating habits to try to lower my cholesterol with lifestyle changes with diet. So I made changes, but 15 years later, I have nearly the same high cholesterol, or nearly high cholesterol. So when you get your cholesterol checked, you hear a lot about HDL and LDL. So HDL is high density lipoprotein. It's what they call good cholesterol. And the range is 23 to 92 is considered the normal range. I had a 63, so that's right in the heart of normal. Based on studies, HDL of 60 or higher is associated with less than average risk of heart disease, so that's a good number. The LDL, what people call bad cholesterol, low density lipoprotein, so that one, I have a 117. Now that's actually not optimal. They say 100 or less is optimal. I'm at 117, but it's near optimal. So once again, I'm at the high side of normal, but that's coming off of someone who runs a lot and takes care of their diet and really, watches those things. So these are kind of, they're not bad numbers, but for my lifestyle, they're pretty high. So, the near optimal is, that's the range that I fall into. So going on, there's a cholesterol divided by your HDL, and 0 to almost 5 is considered the normal range. I'm at 3.8. You take my cholesterol of 194 divided by the 63 for my HDL, and you get around a 3. So I'm in the range. That's good. LDL divided by HDL, this is another one that they really look at. So 0 to 5 is considered normal. And my 117 divided by 63 is 1.9. So once again, I'm right in the middle. So all of these things would lead you to believe, everything else being equal, that things are okay. So, if I had stopped there and just gotten a normal cholesterol test, I would have walked away saying my cholesterol is fine, there's no problem. But because of the book that I read, Outlive, Dr. Attia talks about other different tests that you can get more focused on the parts of cholesterol that are particularly bad for your health, for your heart health, and for your cardiovascular. And so the first one is called ApoB. I won't try to, apolipoprotein B. And the flag reference, the normal is 66 to 133. And a desirable number for preventing the cardiovascular disease is less than 90 milligrams per deciliter. I'm at 83. So once again, I'm in normal range. Everything should be good. The second test is called LP(a) blood test, lipoprotein A. This was the second test that that book said that you should check. The flag reference for that particular lipoprotein is desirable is less than 29. I was at 62. This is the protein, this is the lipoprotein that our family has. This is the genetics that is causing us to have high cholesterol and having the problems that we have with the heart attacks and strokes. So lipoprotein, or LP(a), is a type of cholesterol that can increase the risk of heart attack, stroke. I can't say those. We'll have Sarah say those, especially if you have high cholesterol in your family. And high LP(a) levels run in families. If one of your family members has high LP(a), talk to your healthcare provider about having your LP(a) levels checked. Likewise, if you have LP(a), your healthcare provider may recommend that your children, siblings. So we should all get checked. Right now, I know Dan, John, and Matt are on statins. I don't know about the other siblings. I just started statins because of my LP(a). So even though I have a good lifestyle and everything, I still have that elevated level. So I'm going to try to control it. But the bad news is that there's not a great medicine now to specifically lower LP(a). And I'm talking beyond what I really know here, but LP(a) is a small, one of the smaller lipoproteins, and it breaks the cell membrane barrier easier than other proteins and causes more problems. So it's a very problematic lipoprotein, and there's no real drug that specifically takes care of LP(a). If you take statins, you reduce all of your bad cholesterol, all of your LDLs, but LP(a) may still stay elevated. So I just started on statins not too long ago. I'm going to take them for 6 months and then get my blood tested again. But this is something that your LP(a), when you have these genetics, when you have the genes that make this elevated, it starts when you're young and it continues throughout your life. And it causes, over the long term, it causes plaque buildup. It causes the problems that Matt saw in his heart attack. And the lifestyle and everything helps, but it doesn't protect you from the problems that LP(a) can cause. So this is something that anytime in your life, you should check it. If you go and talk to your doctor, they may think that this is, you may be overly worried when you're young, but it's something that you can start taking care of very early in your life. And that's why I'm letting people know this, just so you can make decisions on your own and have this information to take to your healthcare provider. So in Europe and Canada, they already have guidelines to recommend that people get tested at least once in their life. In the US, we don't have that yet, but the people who are recommended to get tested are people with premature disease, which if you wait until you find out, it's kind of too late. But then down here, if you have relatives, close relatives with this, then you should get checked, and people with high LDL should get checked. So this is just information for you to know that this is out there, and something that as you go and talk to your doctor about your health, that early on, I would recommend finding this out, because long term, statins, every medicine has side effects. Statin may have side effects, it's been studied, but the side effects from the statins are less than the risk that having elevated LDL, and specifically LP little a, having elevated levels of that throughout your life is more harmful than the negative impact, or the negative possible side effects from statins. So that's just what I want to let folks know. And I'll send this video out, and hopefully your parents will share it, and you can take care of your health. Thank you.